What's going on, guys? Russo Trades here. I know I haven't been posting in the past 2 days. Was having some problems with my trading view on my computer. Also, I've been working a lot, so when I'm working, I'm not able to post videos and trade a whole lot. But we're still grinding. This video will be about my daily checklist and like my trading checklist when I wake up in the morning. So today I'm off, as you can see. So I'll show you exactly how my day goes from when I wake up. The first thing I do is I check Forex Factory. Obviously, for NASDAQ, we trade the US dollar. So we want to be looking at news events. We know today we had a news event at 8:30. We had news at 10. So the ones with the red folder are going to be the most important. Sometimes the orange folders will move price a little bit, but the red folders you really want to watch out for. Also 9:30 market open. So we know we don't want to be trading before this time or at this time. We want to wait for the news to pass, and then we want to see how price um plays out and see if we get a setup. So that's exactly what I did today. It's only 11 o'clock, still watching the market a little bit, but when 8:30 news came out, I posted that we were going to take out London highs, and we took out London highs at 8:30 news. I took a 5 minute long right around here, wrote it up with the news, and then after the news, there was a 1 minute short. Trading is lagging. There was a 1 minute short down to data lows and also a little bit of liquidity here. We ended up taking out these equal lows here. Then there was a nice long to the data highs at market open. So I'm going over a couple nice trades today. But pretty much I'm looking at the news events when I wake up. The second thing will be for SMTs. I'm making sure there's no major SMTs with NASDAQ and S&P. So as you can see today, we had a bullish SMT. So we had a bullish SMT. Now we know just to keep that in mind on the 1 hour. We go to the 15 minute. Why are they not syncing? Symbol. No. Okay. So we had a bullish SMT. That's the second thing. What else? So once you get the news out of the way and the SMTs out of the way, really we're just looking for to find a direction. I mean, this morning I was pretty bullish just because we had this big gap here that was unfilled. We also had London highs that we swept. And yesterday, we'll go to the 1 hour. Yesterday during the day, we swept a big intermediate term low, which is a low inside a fair value gap, good liquidity pool. We have this huge fair value gap here. We're bouncing at 50% of it. So I was bullish also because I seen we have a lot of low resistance liquidity here. So that made me bullish, and I'm like, okay, we at least have to go balance this fair value gap. And on the mini chart, we have equal highs here. So equal highs up here, this 5 minute fair value gap. I'm thinking if we inverse this, we can look for a lower time frame long up to the equal highs, but that's if we inverse it. So in the morning, I was like, we're gonna rebalance this. There's no way we're not gonna rebalance it. We ended up getting a Judas swing down and going to rebalance it. So check the news, check for SMTs, and find your draw on liquidity, which my draw on liquidity today was this 5 minute fair value gap. I knew we had to balance out and London highs that we had to sweep. So once you find your draw on liquidity, now we just go to the lower time frame and we look for our entry, which we got a couple nice entries today, as I already showed. I mean, if you took the 1 minute here, it wasn't bad, especially after you see this OB be put in and get respected as well. So that was nice all the way up to the fair value gap that had needed to be balanced. After that got balanced, this short was not good. I think there must have been an SMT at the high, so that short. No matter of fact, that short just failed. Maybe there was an SMT at the low, and that's why I failed because the candle close was here. We never came to internal liquidity, so that one just failed. I never ended up even taking that one. I ended up taking this one just because we had an extra sweep here. We swept liquidity again. With no displacement, and we had an SMT, a bearish SMT at this high. So when we inverse this, I was like, okay, we're gonna go lower, at least to 50% of this range. So that was my target. Um, right now what I do see is we are rejecting this 5 minute nicely. We also are respecting this OB here. So, I mean, if we got a short, it wouldn't be bad. Like this 2 minute short here, I'll make it yellow so you can see it. Like that's literally what I'm looking for. If this breaks, then I'll be targeting the next liquidity pool. And that's literally it. So I'll delete all this. I'll delete all this so you can see what I'm looking at a little more clearly. The next liquidity pool would be this low. Technically, this low doesn't have to be swept because it already, that's the low that swept these lows. So it's kind of going to be a high resistance liquidity run, but this low would be a good target if this 2 minute inverses. But as of right now, it's 10:59. I'm pretty much done trading for the day unless I see some nice PM price action. Or maybe if this 5 minute inverse is up, then maybe we'll get along. The problem with where we're at right now in price is we swept liquidity to the downside and we swept liquidity to the upside. So it's very 50-50 because technically we don't have to come back up here and technically we don't have to come back down here. So really it's just waiting to see more structure and waiting to see where we're engineering the liquidity and where we get the A plus setups. But that's pretty much where my day goes, how my day goes and the little checklist. I'll go more in depth into it another time, but like this right here, you don't want to be trading this. This is just chop, they're chopping people up and everyone's just losing money in here. You don't want to trade this. You want a light bulb to go off in your head like Dodgy says. And when that light bulb goes off in your head and you see a signature in price, an A plus setup, it's kind of a screen time thing, but you'll pick up on what I'm saying and that's when you want to be trading. So there's no light bulb in my head here. There's nothing interesting, no opportunity. So I stay out of the market and I be content with my profits for the day. And thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.